Good morning, guys! Today, we are going to discuss new SSS, Philhealth, and Pag-Ibig contribution for this year, 2021. So, before we discuss the contribution for 2021, let us first know what is EE and ER. So, for the deduction of your government contribution, when you hear the word EE, it means employee. And ER means employer contribution. So let's start with the SSS security system for this year 2021. So there are tremendous changes happen for SSS contribution for this year. Number 1, for the employees, all contributions are increased from minimum salary up to its maximum salary. Minimum contribution of employee is 135 pesos up to 1,125. Number 2, for the employees, there will be an additional contribution of mandatory Provident Fund of 22.50 per 500 once salary start at 20,500 pesos. Number 3, for the ER or employers, once the employee earned minimum of 3,000 up to 14,500, employer are entitled to share employees' compensation or EC of 10 pesos per month aside from its basic contribution. Number 4, for the employers, once the employee earned minimum of 14,500 up to 20,000, employer are entitled to share EC of 30 pesos per month aside from its basic contribution. Number 5, for the employers, there will be an additional contribution of mandatory Provident Fund of 42.50 per 500 once employee salary start at 20,500. So here's the table. So if you will see the table, the 3,000 employees compensation or the minimum amount of 3,000 for the employees compensation should already have a regular computation of SSS contribution both for ER and EE. So as I discussed earlier, those earning 3,000 up to 14,500 will have an employees compensation of 10 pesos, while those earning from 14,500 above will have up to 20,000 will have a 30 pesos EC compensation worth 30 pesos, and then those earning 20,000 above up to its maximum should have a mandatory Provident Fund of 22.50 per 500. So just take a look with this one, mandatory Provident Fund. So first one is if you have 500 pesos additional, so you need to pay a 22.50 for the employee, while the mandatory contribution of employer is 42.50 to make it 65 pesos. So that makes employee have almost 33% or 33.5% contribution, while employer will pay at least 66.5% contribution or at least 66% contribution. Okay, so the basis now on the new SSS contribution is 3,000 minimum salary up to maximum of 24,750 over, meaning to say this is the last part of the contribution. So if your salary is more than 24,750 pesos, you need to pay a maximum of 1,125 contribution, while the employer will pay 2,155 pesos contribution, which makes the employer have at least 67% against your contribution of 1,125. For the Philhealth Contribution 2021, for this year, 3.5% will use to get the monthly contribution of Philhealth. So, basis will be monthly salary multiplied by 3.5%. So, monthly salary basis is minimum 10,000 per month. So, it should have a 350 contribution per month and maximum of 70,000 per month, which have 2,450 contribution per month. So, example. So, basis monthly salary multiplied by 3.5%. So, example here is 20,000. So, you need to multiply it by 3.5. So, you have 700 per month. So, you need to divide it equally to both employee and employer share to get the amount of the contribution. So, employee will share 350 pesos while employer will also share 350 pesos. So, what about Pag-Ibig contribution for 2021? So, no changes was made for this year. So, still 100 will be the contribution of both EE and ER. But, on 2022, there will be a changes. Instead of 100 pesos, we will pay 150 pesos per month, both for employee and employer. So, example. So, example here is you have a 20,000 monthly salary. So, for the employer share, they will pay 100 pesos. And for the employer, they will pay also 100 pesos. So, that's the end of lesson for our new SSS Philhealth Pag-Ibig Contribution 2021. So, I hope you understand how the government contribution works with us for this year, 2021. Bye-bye!